Pinkalicious is back. When Pinkalicious and Peter find a mysterious rock, they're in for a magical surprise. But with only one wish granted, they have a big decision to make. Follow the adventure as they realize the very best, most special wish of all is the one that's the most selfless.
Victoria, oh, don't you look beautiful this morning? Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm so happy to speak with you.
Oh, my pleasure. And thank you for talking about your new book, Rubylicious. The World of Pinkalicious has a new installment. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, Rubylicious is it's a new book in the Pinkalicious series. I have over 70 books out there, and this is the latest one. And I wrote it for all my fans who really are passionate about the color red and asked me to come up with a story involving red. And I thought about what is red? Is it scarlet? Is it crimson? What would be really fun? Because I always think when I write a story, what would be the most fun ever for my characters, Pinkalicious and her brother Peter? And I thought a new character named Ruby would be really fun. And so I have this character who comes and grants them a wish, and they have to choose very wisely what their wish is going to be. Can you see? She's
yes.
And then she's a very, very nervous and anxious character, and she has a lot of fear. She doesn't really want to grant them any wishes because every time they say an idea for a wish, she gets very nervous and says, I don't think that would be very good. Let me show you what that wish would look like. It really isn't good. So in the end, they're very kind and very generous, Pinkalicious and Peter, and they give their wish to Ruby. So it's really a story about kindness as well.
Can you imagine having one wish? What a decision that would be, Victoria?
What would you wish for?
You know, I honestly wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue what I would wish for. Usually we hear about 3 wishes and, you can play around with them, but having that one wish, that is the ultimate decision, isn't it?
These times are tough. Right?
Absolutely.
It's hard all around.
Yeah, because there's like one decision that could change your life, change the world. Do you be selfish? Do you do something for all the world and mankind? So that is a heavy decision. So that book your new book has a heavy theme to it, but
right.
Are you asked about what you would wish for?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, when you think about what is it that you wish for, whether you wish for yourself or for mankind or humankind, I think part of the message in this book is when you think about other people, that positive energy comes back to you. And that kind of being selfless is really the best way to go, because so imagine if you're angry and you're walking around all day and you're like, whoa, right? Everybody around you then becomes angry, right? You have a miserable day. But when you're joyful and you're like, hello, how are you? You'll find that everybody around you mirrors that. So it's the same with being selfless. So I know that when I make a wish, and I actually make wishes throughout the day, I'm constantly making a wish. And I know that a lot of them come true. They're really just goals. What is it that you want to have happen? What is it you want to create in your life?
Was it always important to illustrate your own books, Victoria?
Well, yeah, because when I decided I wanted to be a children's book illustrator, I'll tell you something. Nobody hired me. Nobody would hire me. I had done a lot of book covers and magazine covers and worked for newspapers, but they were adult book covers. And when I brought my portfolio to children's book publishing companies, they said, we can't even imagine what your work would look like in a children's book. So we're not going to hire you. If you want to do a children's book, I think you're going to have to write it. And that rejection actually led me to writing and illustrating the Pinkalicious book series.
Well, a successful book series, a popular live stage musical, a hit animated TV show on PBS, over 30 million copies sold. Where does Pinkalicious go from here? Is there a lot more to teach?
it's limitless. I mean, look around. Our world is constantly evolving. There's so much to be said. And my goal really is to empower kids to be imaginative and creative in everything that they do. And that's never ending. You know, I mean, that there's so much to be done. And it's very, very exciting for me to have the opportunity to share this journey with all of you amazing readers out there. I'm just so grateful to you.
Oh, Victoria, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Your attitude is infectious, and I love your positive attitude. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.